Hello, my beautiful Geminis, and welcome to your 2025 forecast. This is a series that I'm going to be hopefully completing for all of the star signs, but I'm starting with Gemini because I am a Gemini. This is a message for my Gemini moon, rising, sun signs, and also for cross watchers, for those of you who are wanting to check in on a Gemini that you know. I'm going to be using a variety of different decks today, but we're going to start with the tarot and then see where we go from there. So I'm going to look at some questions around what is happening with the year to come and what we need to know. Please, Spirit, come in and channel messages for the highest white light for my Gemini beauties this coming year in 2025. What is coming for my Gemini men, women, and of course anyone who is non-binary or doesn't prescribe to a particular gender as well. Gemini 2025, messages for Gemini 2025. What is coming in? Oh, we start off with the 10 of Pentacles for Gemini. 10 of Pentacles here. This feels like not only an abundant year for you moving forward, but it's also a year of more grounding, more solidification, more being clear on your goals and being clear on what you want. Now you've got the King of Pentacles here in reverse though, so for some of you, you may be struggling with a relationship. There may be disconnection with a man in your life. The King doesn't always necessarily have to represent intimate relationships. This can represent father figures, bosses, that kind of thing. For my masculines who are watching this as well, for the men who are watching this, the King of Pentacles in reverse can be indicative of parts of yourself feeling out of alignment when it comes to your career path. Maybe you're wanting to adjust things. Please bear in mind that this is a general reading going across anyone that's watching this, so not all things will resonate with you. Only take the things that actually do resonate. We've got the 9 of Pentacles here. There's an ending that's wanting to come with regards to finances, career, grounding, and it's like you're coming to the end of the cycle in 2025, but there's still some things that need to shift. But there is a celebration here. There's a celebration of you coming to this awareness of, what do I actually want in life? Like, are you like me? Do you have a job and you also have a side hustle on the side? Are you wanting to focus more on what you're bringing in with regards to that? And then with the Chariot, things really start to move fast once you get clarity on what is this cycle that needs to come to an end in 2025. What is the cycle that needs to come to an end in 2025? Can I please get some clarity around this, Spirit? What is this cycle? What does this cycle mean? King of Swords in reverse. So you've got 2 kings in reverse here. It's like the cycle is around not communicating your needs, not standing up for yourself, not being clear, like really, really clear on what you want. And it feels like there's this energy of just letting things happen to you rather than taking charge and with regards to what you want. So let's have a look. I got gifted some really beautiful new cards by a colleague of mine. They're tiny, itsy bitsy little baby cards, and they're called the Gentle Tarot, and they just provide a deeper insight. So let's just have a look at what is the cycle that we're needing to break out of in 2025, please, Spirit, for my darling Geminis. What is the cycle that we're needing to break out of in 2025? Okay. So you've got the Flower of Stones. So this is number 13 with stones. The Flower of Stones. From my place of power, I am able to create joy and remember my spark. To inspire us into righteous worth and self-care, who other than this Grandma Grizzly Bear? As we travel from seed, root to flower, through curiosity, action and focus, we reach a stage where we truly step into ourselves and into our worth. The heartbeat of our work is sustained by a steady pace, and now we go inward and nourish our sweet selves. The feeling here is one of security, feeling fine in our skin or fur, and reclaiming space to fully enjoy our senses. There is trust in the process and complete trust of self. To fully release and embrace our pleasure is not always easy. So this seems to be focused around joy, passion, purpose. We're often trained to deny our pleasure, which is why this stage of growth is so important for our process. The wholeness shared here is not only material or psychological, it's also wholesomely spiritual. The well is infinitely deep, and once we find it within us, we can love and create and connect more fiercely. This grandma grizzly bear has raised many cubs and has wintered in Alaska many a year. She doesn't need to act tough to be tough. On the contrary, she is casual in her movement and still highly respected by all the other bears. This card asks you to discover more of yourself, to tune into your self-worth, and move in the world with your big bear heart. Listen to yourself more deeply in 2025. How connected are you feeling to your worth? Is your heart dusty and withdrawn? Is it shiny and energized? Are you ready to lounge and play in the water? And what are some things you can do for yourself to make yourself feel more wholesome and worthy? So this feels like very much a focus on your personal value, your personal esteem, the way that you hold yourself in a high regard, and really honoring your value with the King of Pentacles and the King of Swords in reverse. It's like really speaking up for your value in different areas of your life. Okay, moving on to the next set of tarot. What else does Gemini need to know for 2025? What else does Gemini need to know for 2025? There is this message to stay the course and not make major changes as it pertains to shifts, travel. Let's ask a question around travel. Yeah, there's balance needed here with the Justice card. That's not to say like don't take trips and don't travel, but it's more like don't make any major shifts and changes at the beginning of the year. Just continue to implement what you've been implementing. Some of you that are watching this are feeling the sense of carrying a heavy burden at the moment, with the 10 of Wands here. Can I get clarity around this heavy burden? Queen of Wands in reverse, feeling like it's all work and no play, not being connected to that part of yourself that's really passionate, that's on fire for certain things. It's like this real reminder here to connect to your joy, your positivity, your creativity. When was the last time you got really creative? Do you paint? Do you draw? Do you sing? If you want some clarification around ways to look into how you can find your joy and purpose, I'll share a link to my book that I wrote with my beautiful mother, Cassandra Gaisford, How to Find Your Joy and Purpose, and there's a link to the Amazon book, which I will link down below. Yeah, with the 7 of Wands in reverse here, it's like there's a real need for you to get clear on what do I want to do that's for me and that I enjoy, because there's also a King of Cups here in reverse. It's like not feeling influenced by a masculine in your life to just do the do and constantly be going, but not relaxing into what actually really makes me happy in life. And there is a bit of a tower moment here in 2025 that may be brought upon not focusing on what this thing is and then feeling really... The tower moment is an impetus for change, and it feels like this comes around birthday time during Gemini season. It's like this pivotal shift where you're like, actually, the rubber has hit the road and I'm ready for this change now. And it is going to require some strength from you, Gemini. It's going to require you to dive deep, to go within, and to really draw on those inner strengths. It may pull you out of your Empress energy. It may affect you to do with motherhood, or maybe it's a connection with your own mother. There may be things brought up around family, around a feminine energy in your life, trauma to do with your mother. Yeah, and just really giving yourself a lot of clarity and peace around that. So let's dive deeper in with some more oracles. 4 messages for 2025 around this tower moment. Resourcefulness in reverse. It's like you need to take action around what are the things that you can draw on as your resources to not be so under-resourced by reaching out to the wrong people. There's this message around self-resourcing in 2025 and being more self-resourced to lean into what you need for you and what empowers you, So you've got the King of Water in reverse again. So this is the King of Cups in the traditional tarot. I'm just going to see if I can quickly find the book for this, because this particular deck has some really beautiful messages. Is this book going to present itself today? Is this book going to present itself today? My card. It has disappeared. That's okay. I know what the King of Cups in reverse means anyway. It's feeling disconnected in your emotions. Some of you may be struggling with a relationship in your life, be that a father relationship, an intimate relationship. Just noticing what relationships in your life with masculines, be that a boss as well, are really affecting these resources. Are you feeling under-resourced because you're in a toxic relationship? Are you feeling under-resourced because you're estranged from your father, or you're being impacted by that? And there's this Journey card in reverse. It feels like any ideas to travel because you're trying to run away from things. It's like Spirit's putting a stop or a hold on that and saying, just be really wary of trying to break away from your sense of responsibility. Sorry, I'm just trying to still find this book, but it's run away from me, so it's obviously not meant to. Oh, there it is. It's underneath my laptop. Because I really feel like there's something in this King of Cups message. So bear with me as I find it. But yeah, it's an interesting kind of mixture of messages that are coming in here. When the King of Water appears reversed, he can represent a feeling of feeling kind of bored by life. And when he appears in your reading, ask yourself if you believe that your life is lacking excitement. Has this peace and calm slowly transformed into being a boring routine? Maybe it's time to shake things up a little and to ride the waves for a while. You might need a little excitement. In your best interests, however, do seek a productive outlet for your excitement. The King of Water also cautions against behaviours born of any jealousy and a need to possess anyone. If you have fears or concerns regarding a relationship, then address them. Do not allow any jealousy to fester. And notice if jealousy comes up from past pain. I'm feeling this energy of like past pains around relationships that's coming through in this reading at the moment as well, that I feel like I need to flag. So I've got cards everywhere. Let's dive into some more oracles as well. I'm going to use a variety of my decks today. So we've got our Moonology cards. What are our actions from Spirit, please, for 2025 around these themes? What are our actions for 2025 around these themes, please, Spirit? What are our actions? Connect with your logical mind. Take yourself out of always disassociating with Spirit, asking Spirit for all the answers. Like, yes, we should have our spiritual connection, but this feels more grounded and rooted in embodiment practices for 2025. There's focus in reverse, so don't get too tunnel visioned on one particular thing. Instead, shift what you're focusing on to being around gratitude, around what are the multi-passionate, multifaceted versions of myself, knowing that you're a multi-dimensional being, and welcoming more love into your life. Like, for those Geminis that are single, is there something that's holding you back from calling in your relationship, your next relationship, because you have past pain? And how are you not welcoming in more love for those of you who are coupled up? How are you holding back perhaps from your partner? How are you wanting to think about the coming year, like going on more dates, being more connected in that sense? Transition, yeah, it's like this isn't a year for major transition for you. This is a year for staying the course and thinking, what have I learned so far before I reinvent the wheel. And then there's this beginner's mindset that comes too from a new beginning around seeing yourself from a different perspective in the coming year as well. I'm going to finalize this reading by looking at our beautiful angels of Atlantis. And then I'm going to pull a water card from the Healing Waters deck by Rebecca Campbell to close out this message. So let's have a look. Which angel wants us to support us with 2025? New beginnings, Shamael, the beginnings card. So let's supplement the beginnings card. What is this new beginning for Gemini in 2025? It's a new beginning of stepping more into your joy in 2025, my darling Geminis. So you've got the waterfall, inner power, unbridled confidence, claiming your place in the world. What do you want to be known for? What do you want to seek more confidence around in 2025? And where is this inner power coming from? So interesting mix of different messages for you there, Gemini. If you would like more clarity around these messages, I'll be resuming my bookings from the 3rd of January next year. I'm taking a little bit of a break right now. But my booking link I will share in the comments below, or you can send me a message through here or comment on this video. I hope this video has been helpful for you. If you've come across it, also know that while this is a 2025 message, if you find this video at a later stage and you feel like it resonates, then it is meant to resonate for you. I'm sending you so much love, care and support for your 2025 year. I hope it's a beautiful one for you, and much love. Ka kite.